Hey there, my beloved child. I want you to hear this deep in your heart today. I will make your name great. Yes, that's right. I'm speaking this promise directly to you because your name means more to me than you can imagine. You might be wondering, God, what does it really mean for my name to be great? Well, let's just sit here together for a moment and think about it. Your name is not just a word or a sound. It's a story, a legacy, a light that I have placed in this world through you. I've known you even before you were born, and I chose that name for you with love and purpose. Sometimes you might feel small or unnoticed, like your name doesn't matter much. Maybe you think, who am I really? Does it even matter what happens with me? Let me tell you something important. Your name is already great in my eyes. It's wrapped in my love, and I'm working behind the scenes to make sure it shines. Think about the times you've felt forgotten or ignored. I was there, holding you close. I've never left you alone. And because of that, your name carried my strength and my promise. Have you ever noticed how a name can carry power? Like when someone says your name, it can bring a smile or a feeling of warmth inside. That's because your name holds your identity, your heart, your dreams, your story. And I am the one who breathes life into that story. So when I say, I will make your name great, I mean I will lift you up in ways you might not even expect. I will open doors for you that seem closed. I will use your story to inspire others. Doesn't that sound like something special? I want you to feel that hope right now. Can you feel it now? As you listen, if this message is touching your heart, why not show a little love by hitting the like button? It helps remind you that you are not alone and that this promise is real. Just a simple click, and you're saying, I believe God is speaking to me. I love seeing those little signs from you, my dear one. So go ahead and like this video if you're feeling that encouragement. Let's keep talking about your name. Maybe you've heard others say, your name isn't important or you won't amount to much. Those words aren't true. They come from fear and misunderstanding. But I see you clearly. I see your heart, your kindness, your struggle, and your courage. I want you to know that the greatness I'm promising isn't about fame or riches. It's about the value and honor I place on you because you are my child. Your name will be remembered for the love you give, the kindness you show, and the truth you live by. Have you ever thought about what it means to leave a legacy? Not just what people say about you after you're gone, but the impact you make every day. The way you treat others, the hope you spread, the light you shine in dark places. That's what makes your name great, and I'm here to help you with that. I'm your biggest fan, cheering you on every step of the way. When you feel tired or discouraged, remember this promise. I will make your name great. I want you to imagine your name written in the sky, shining bright for all to see. That's how much I value you. And it's not just about you. It's about the people you touch. When you choose love, kindness, and faith, you're making your name great in my kingdom and in the hearts of those around you. Isn't that a beautiful thought? What kind of legacy do you want your name to carry? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear what your heart said. I know sometimes the world feels heavy. Maybe you've made mistakes or feel like you're not enough. I want you to hear this clearly. Your name is still great. I don't give up on you. I see the good inside you, even when you can't see it yourself. Your mistakes don't define you. My grace does. And because of that, your name will rise higher than you ever thought possible. You are more than your past, my child. You are a promise waiting to be fulfilled. Can you picture your name growing like a tree? It starts with small root, maybe. Your faith, your values, your hopes. And then it grows strong and tall, reaching out to others with shade, shelter, and fruit. That tree is your life, and I'm watering it with my love and care. Every day, I'm working to make your name great in ways you don't even see. So when doubt creeps in, remember this. I am here and I am faithful. I will make your name great. As we keep going, I want you to think about the people who have said your name with love. Maybe a parent, a friend, or even a stranger who showed you kindness. Those moments are part of your name's greatness. You're never alone in this journey. I'm walking with you, and so are those who love you. And if you're feeling encouraged by this message, don't forget to hit that like button. It's a small way to remind yourself and others that your name matters. Let's talk about what it means to trust this promise. Trust isn't always easy, right? Sometimes you want to see proof before you believe something. But I'm asking you to trust me with your name, your story, your future. I know what's best for you, and I'm already working behind the scenes. You don't have to figure everything out right now. Just rest in this. I will make your name great. Do you ever wonder how I do this? How can I make a name great? It's through love, through patience, through the small moments where you choose hope over fear, kindness over anger, faith over doubt. Every choice you make adds to the greatness of your name. You're building something beautiful, even if you don't see it yet. And I'm so proud of you for that. I want you to imagine your name being spoken with joy and respect. That's the future I have for you. Not because you have to be perfect, but because you are loved perfectly by me. Your name carries my promise, and that promise is unbreakable. So when you feel weak, remember this. You are strong because I am with you. Your name is great because I say it is. If you're feeling a little lighter, a little more hopeful right now, why not like this video? It helps you remember that you're part of a bigger story, one filled with love and purpose. Just a simple click, and you're saying yes to the promise I'm making today. I want you to keep this conversation going. What does it feel like to hear me say, I will make your name great? Does it bring you peace, hope, maybe even a little excitement? Drop a comment below. I'm listening. Your thoughts, your feelings, your questions. They're all important to me. You might be thinking, God, what if I forget this promise? That's okay. I'll remind you over and over. Through friends, through quiet moments, through this message again and again. You're never too far from my love. Your name is etched in my heart forever, and I will never stop working to make it great. Have you ever tried to say your name out loud and really feel it? Try it now. Your Say your name slowly, with love. Feel the power in it. That's me speaking, through you. That's the beginning of your greatness. I'm so proud of you for being here, listening, believing. This is just the start of something wonderful. And before we keep going, if you haven't already, please like this video to remind yourself that your name is great and this promise is true. Remember, I will make your name great. This isn't just a wish, it's my promise to you forever. And always. And now, let's keep walking together into that promise. So, what does it look like to walk into that promise every day? It's not about rushing or forcing things to happen. It's about leaning into me with an open heart, trusting that I'm shaping your story even when you can't see the whole. Picture like a potter molding clay. I'm carefully crafting your life, smoothing the rough edges and adding beauty in ways you might never expect. Sometimes, the process can feel uncomfortable or slow. But that's okay. Growth often happens in quiet, invisible moments. Think about a seed planted deep in the soil. It doesn't burst up overnight. It takes time, warmth, and care to break through the earth and reach the sunlight. Your name's greatness is like that seed. It's growing beneath the surface, even when it feels like nothing is happening. I'm watering it with my love, giving it strength to push through any hard ground. So when you feel stuck or discouraged, remember the seed and know that your name is growing in ways you don't yet see now. I want to remind you of something very important. You don't have to earn this promise. You don't have to prove your worth or fix every flaw to be worthy of me making your name great. My love for you is unconditional. It's not based on what you do, but on who you are, a beloved child. So if you ever feel like you're not enough, come back to this truth. Your name is already precious and valuable because I say it is. And here's the beautiful part. Your name's greatness isn't just about you. It ripples out, touching the lives of others in ways you might never realize. When you choose kindness, when you show patience, when you offer a listening ear or a helping hand, you're making your name great in the hearts of those around you. Imagine a pebble dropped into a still pond. The ripples spread far beyond the spot where it landed. That's the impact you have. Your name's greatness is a gift to the world, and I delight in every ripple you create. Sometimes you might wonder if your small acts of love really matter. Maybe you think, I'm just one person. What difference can I make? Let me tell you something. Every act of love matters. Every smile, every word of encouragement, every moment you choose hope over despair, it all adds up. You're part of a bigger story, a tapestry woven with countless threads of love and faith. And your thread is unique and priceless. I'm here to help you see the beauty of your part in this story, even when it feels small. Have you ever noticed how a name can carry story across generations? Your name is connected to your family, your culture, your history. There's a richness there that I treasure, and I'm inviting you to add your own chapter. A chapter filled with courage, compassion, and truth. What would it be like to look back one day and see how your name has been a source of hope and strength? That's the legacy I want for you. Not because of fame or fortune, but because of the love and faithfulness you live out every day. I know that sometimes the world can feel confusing or hard. You might face challenges that shake your confidence or make you question your path. But here's the promise you can hold on to tight. I am bigger than any challenge you face. I am with you through every storm, every struggle. When you feel overwhelmed, remember that your name is held in my hand. Safe, secure, and destined for greatness. You don't have to carry the weight alone. I'm right here, walking beside you. Let's take a moment to think about the people who have helped shape your name, the ones who have loved you, encouraged you, believed in you. Maybe it's a parent, a friend, a teacher, or even someone you've only met briefly, but who saw your worth. Their faith in you is part of the foundation I'm building on. And just as they've lifted you, I want to help you lift others. When you share your story, your kindness, your hope, you're continuing the chain of love that makes your name great. I want to ask you something, my dear one. What does your heart want to say about your name right now? How does it feel to know that I'm working to make it great? You can share your thoughts in the comments below. It's a safe place to express your hopes, your fears, your dreams. I'm listening, and I cherish every word you share. Your story matters to me, and it matters to others who are walking this journey with you. Sometimes, trusting this promise means taking small steps of faith even when you can't see the whole path. It might mean choosing to believe in yourself a little more, reaching out for help, or simply pausing to rest in my presence. These small acts of trust are like seeds planted in fertile soil. They grow and bloom into the fullness of the promise I have for you. So don't rush or compare yourself to others. Your journey is unique, and I'm with you every step. Have you ever thought about how your name sounds when spoken with love? There's a rhythm, a melody in it that reflects who you truly are. When I say your name, it's like a song of hope and promise. And when you say your own name with love, you're reminding yourself of your value and my unending love. Try it again if you like. Say your name softly, gently, with kindness. Feel the warmth that comes from my heart to yours. I want you to know that your name is a light in this world. Sometimes it might feel dim or hidden, but it's never going out. I'm here to help you shine brighter, to guide you into the fullness of who you were created to be. And as you shine, you'll inspire others to find their own light. Isn't that a wonderful thought? Your name's greatness is a beacon of hope, a reflection of my love made visible. If this message is bringing you comfort or hope, remember that little acts of encouragement, like liking this video, help remind you and others that you are part of something greater. It's a simple way to say, I believe in this promise. And when you do, you're joining a community of hearts holding on to hope and love together. As we continue this conversation, keep this thought close. Your name's greatness is not just about what happens to you, but about who you are becoming. It's about the love you give, the faith you hold, and the hope you carry forward. I'm so proud of you for trusting me, for listening, for being open to this promise. And I'm excited to walk with you deeper into this journey. So, take a deep breath with me now. Feel my love surrounding you like a warm embrace. Let go of any doubts or fears for a moment. You are deeply known, deeply loved, and your name is destined for greatness. And as we keep moving forward, remember, you're never alone. I'm here, I'm with you. And I will continue to make your name great in ways that will surprise and bless you beyond what you can imagine. Let's hold on to that promise together and keep stepping into the hope it brings, knowing that every day is a new chance to live out the greatness I have placed within you. And as you do, watch how your story unfolds. A story full of grace, strength, and endless love. That's the beautiful journey ahead, one step at a time. And as you take each step, there's something I want you to hold close to. Greatness doesn't always shout. Sometimes it whispers. It's in those quiet moments when you choose patience over frustration, when you offer forgiveness even, though it's hard, when you keep moving forward, even when the path feels unclear. Those are the moments where your name is being written in the book of love and courage. It's not just about big achievements or loud applause. It's the faithfulness in the small things, the daily choices that shape your heart. So whenever you feel unnoticed or unsure, remember that those little acts are powerful. They're the steady drumbeat of your journey toward greatness. And because they're the steady drumbeat of your journey toward great, it's important to remember something just as true. It's perfectly okay to rest. See, in the rush of striving and hoping, you might feel like you have to keep pushing harder, doing more, proving yourself again and again. But I want you to feel this deep inside your soul. Rest isn't a detour or a delay. It's part of the path itself. It's not weakness or giving up. It's a sacred pause where your spirit breathes, where healing happens, and where you reconnect with the real you beneath all the roles and expectations. When you let yourself pause, you make room for my love to fill you up, to fuel your next step with fresh strength and clear vision. And as you walk forward, remember that it's okay to stumble sometimes. Life isn't about perfection or never making mistakes. It's about learning, growing, and allowing yourself the grace to be human. I see every step you take, the ones filled with confidence and joy, and even the ones weighed down by doubt or fear. Each step is sacred because it's part of your unique path. And I am there, gently guiding you, ready to catch you if you fall, ready to lift you up when you need. In most, you might feel like you have to have everything figured out right now, that the path ahead should be clear and straight without any bumps or detours. But here's the truth. Some of the most beautiful parts of your journey come from the twists and turns, the unexpected moments that teach you something new about yourself or the world. Those detours are not roadblocks. They are invitations to trust me more deeply, to lean into the unknown with courage, and to discover strengths you didn't know you had. So when you face uncertainty, don't shrink away or harden your heart. Instead, open yourself a little wider. Breathe a little deeper and say, I'm here. And I'm willing to keep moving forward, even if I can't see the whole way. There's a special kind of bravery in showing up day after day in spite of the fears and the questions. That bravery isn't loud or flashy. It's quiet, steady, and persistent. It's the small choice to get out of bed when your spirit feels heavy, to speak a kind word when you'd rather stay silent, to reach out for help when pride says you shouldn't. That courage is a reflection of the divine spark within you. The light I placed there at the very beginning, unextinguished and always shining. Even when you can't see it clearly. Sometimes, you might wonder if your efforts matter, if what you do makes any difference in the grand scheme of things. Let me assure you, it does. Every act of kindness, every moment of patience, every breath taken with intention ripples out far beyond what you can imagine. You are part of a vast tapestry, connected to others by invisible threads of love, hope, and shared humanity. Your life touches more people than you realize. When you choose love over fear, hope over despair, you become a beacon to others, lighting the way even in the darkest places. It's okay to ask for help and to accept it when it's offered. You don't have to carry all your burdens alone. There is strength and vulnerability in sharing your true self with those who care. When you open your heart to others, you create space for healing, not just for yourself, but for those around you. We were made for connection, to give and receive love, to support and be supported. If you're comfortable, I invite you to share. In the comments, what helps you feel connected when life feels overwhelming? Your words might be the encouragement someone else needs to hear today. Remember. 2. That forgiveness is part of this journey. Forgive yourself for the times you feel you've fallen short, for the moments when you acted out of fear or pain. Forgive others who may have hurt you, not because what happened was okay, but because holding on to anger or bitterness only weighs down your spirit. Forgiveness frees you. It opens your heart to peace and allows love to flow more freely. When you find it hard to forgive, lean on me. I am here to help you carry those heavy feelings and to fill the spaces left behind with compassion and understanding. There will be days when the weight feels too heavy, when darkness seems to press in from all sides. In those moments, don't be afraid to lean into the stillness where I dwell. Call out to me with whatever is in your heart, anger, confusion, sadness, or even silence. I'm listening. I'm holding you close. You never have to hide your true feelings from me. I love you fully, with all your imperfections and struggles. And I am always ready to meet you right where you are. And while you're resting in this love, I want you to remember another beautiful truth, your dream, your hope, your deepest desire. They are alive and precious. Don't lose sight of them, even when the road seems long or uncertain. Keep nurturing those dreams gently, feeding them with patience and trust. Sometimes, growth happens beneath the surface, quietly and unseen, until the moment is right for it. A new chapter to bloom. Be patient with yourself and with the timing of your life. I am weaving together every detail with perfect care, bringing your dreams to life in ways that are even better than you imagined. So, as you continue on this path, keep your heart open to the wonders around you. The simple joys, the small miracles, the unexpected blessings that remind you of my presence. Notice the warmth of sunlight, the sound of laughter, the kindness of a stranger. These are threads of grace woven throughout your day, signs that you are deeply loved and never forgotten. Hold on to hope, dear one. It is the quiet flame that keeps your spirit alive when the world feels cold. Let hope fill you with the assurance that no matter what comes, you are being carried forward by a love that never fails. And when you find moments of joy, celebrate them fully. Let them remind you of the goodness that exists in you and all around you. Before we pause here, I want to ask you something. What is one hope or dream you are holding on to right now, even if it feels fragile or far away? Sharing it in the comments can be a beautiful way to invite encouragement and to remind yourself that hope is a gift meant to be nurtured together. Now, take a deep breath with me. Feeling that steady, unwavering love settle into your heart once more. Let it fill you with peace and courage, preparing you to face whatever comes next with an open mind and a willing spirit. And as we hold this space together, know that the next part of your journey is already unfolding, full of promise and light, waiting for you to step into it with grace and confidence. And as you stand at the edge of this new chapter, ready to take the next step, remember that you are never alone. Even on days when the horizon seems hidden behind clouds of doubt or weariness, my presence surrounds you like a gentle breeze, unseen but always felt. You don't have to have all the answers or know exactly where you're headed. Sometimes, the most profound growth happens simply by showing up, by being willing to move forward, even when the way is unclear. I want you to know that your feelings, whatever they may be, are valid and important. If you're feeling joy, celebrate it fully. If you're feeling sadness, allow yourself to feel it without judgment. If you're feeling anxious or uncertain, that's okay too. These emotions are part of the rich tapestry of your human experience. They are not signs of weakness, but of a heart that is alive and sensitive to the world around it. When you honor your emotion, you create space for healing and deeper understanding. And when you find yourself overwhelmed, remember that it's perfectly okay to pause, to breathe, and to seek the comfort that you need. Whether that's through prayer, a quiet moment in nature, a conversation with a trusted friend, or simply resting your head on your pillow and giving yourself permission to let go for a little while. Sometimes, life will call you to step outside your comfort zone. These moments can feel scary or unsettling, but they are invitations to discover the strength and resilience you carry within. I placed that strength there from the very beginning, a quiet, steady power that can hold you steady through storm and bring you back to your center when you feel scattered. Trust that when you take those courageous steps, no matter how small, you are being held by my love and supported by unseen forces working for your good. You don't have to leap blindly. Sometimes just putting one foot in front of the other is enough. And that movement itself is a profound act of faith. I also want to remind you that rest is sacred. In a world that often praises busyness and achievement, remember that your soul needs stillness to breathe and to be renewed. Taking time for yourself is not selfish, it is essential. It's in those quiet moments when you slow down and listen to the whispers of your heart that you can hear my voice most clearly. So don't hesitate to carve out space for rest, for creativity, for play, and for connection with the things and people that bring you joy. These are not distractions from your purpose. They are vital parts of it. And speaking of connection, remember that your life is interwoven with others in ways you may not always see. Every smile you share, every kind word you speak, every time you listen with an open heart, you are creating ripples of love that extend far beyond your immediate view. You may never fully understand the impact of your kindness, but I assure you, it matters deeply. If you've ever felt isolated or unseen, know that you are deeply known and cherished. And you have a place here, a place where your unique gift and your authentic self are welcomed and needed. It can be tempting to compare your journey with that of others, to measure your progress against someone else's milestone. But remember, your path is yours alone. It's perfectly okay if it looks different from what you expected or from what others are doing. Your timing is perfect, and your experiences are exactly what you need to grow into the fullness of who you were created to be. When you find yourself caught in the trap of comparison, gently remind yourself that every soul has its own rhythm, its own lesson, and its own beauty. Celebrate your own story with all its twists and turns, and trust that it is unfolding exactly as it should. I want to invite you now to take a moment and reflect. What is one small step you can take today that honors your heart and moves you closer to the life you envision? It might be reaching out to someone you trust, setting a boundary that protects your peace, spending a few minutes in quiet reflection, or simply smiling more often. Whatever it is, if you feel comfortable, share it in the comments below. Your courage to share might inspire someone else to take their own step forward. As you continue to walk this path, know that my love is like a steady river, constant, deep, and unchanging. It flows through every moment of your life, carrying you gently when you need rest and urging you forward when you are ready to grow. There is no place too far, no mistake too great, no shadow too dark that my love cannot reach. You are held in the palm of my hand, precious beyond measure, and I delight in every part of you. So keep breathing, keep trusting, keep showing up for yourself with kindness and patience. The journey is yours to embrace, and I am with you every step of the way. As you move forward, open your eyes to the beauty that surrounds you and the people you meet, the moments you experience, and the love that flows through it all. Let your heart be a beacon of light, shining softly but surely in a world that longs for hope. And now, as you stand on the threshold of this unfolding story, feel the gentle invitation to lean into what's next with an open heart and a willing spirit, knowing that whatever comes, you are deeply loved and endlessly supported. Because love, my dear one, is the foundation beneath everything. It's the quiet pulse that moves through the universe and through you, binding you to all that is good and true. When you feel unsure or lost, return to that love. Let it be the lens through which you see yourself and the world around you. It's not about perfection or having it all figured out. It's about embracing your journey with an open heart, trusting that each step you take is part of a beautiful unfolding, one that is uniquely yours and perfectly timed. Sometimes you might find yourself wrestling with questions. Big, heavy questions about purpose, meaning, or your place in this vast world. That's natural. Those questions are the soil in which wisdom grows. Don't be afraid to sit with them, to ask them aloud or in the silence of your spirit. I'm listening always, and I delight in your curiosity and your yearning to understand. Even when answers don't come immediately, know that the very act of seeking is a sacred dance between your soul and mine. It's okay to rest in the mystery, to hold space for not knowing, because often the most profound insights arrive when you least expect them. You might also experience moments when doubt creeps in, the quiet voice that tries to convince you that you're not enough, not capable, or not worthy of the dreams that stir within you. I want you to hear this truth clearly. You are more than enough. Your worth is not tied to what you accomplished or how others see you. It is inherent, woven into the very fabric of your being from the moment you were created. When those doubts arise, imagine wrapping yourself in a warm blanket of my love. A love that sees past imperfection, that knows your heart intimately, and that never lets go. Breathe that in, let it fill your lungs and steady your spirit. And remember, it's okay to ask for help. Life is not meant to be walked alone. There are people around you who want to support you, to listen without judgment, and to walk alongside you through the highs and lows. Sometimes the bravest thing you can do is reach out, to speak your truth, and to let others hold space for you. You are not a burden. You are a beloved child of mine, deserving of care and kindness. If you feel moved, consider sharing a moment when someone's kindness made a difference in your life. Maybe in the comments below. Your story could be the light that someone else needs to keep going. As you continue to nurture yourself and take those small steps forward, don't forget to celebrate the victory, no matter how small they may seem. Each time you choose love over fear, each time you extend grace to yourself, each time you rise after a fall, you are growing stronger, wiser, and more deeply connected to the essence of who you are. These moments are like seeds planted in fertile ground, destined to bloom in ways you may not yet imagine. There will be days when the weight of the world feels heavy on your shoulder, when the noise of life drowns out the still, small voice within. During those times, find a place of quiet, even if just for a few breaths, and invite me in. I am there, waiting with open arms and a heart full of compassion. Let that presence be your refuge, your safe harbor in the storm. Know that rest is not just physical. It is also spiritual and emotional. Allow yourself to be replenished, to be held, and to heal. And as you grow in this relationship with me, you'll discover that love is not just something you receive, it's something you give. It flows naturally from a heart that has been touched by grace. Every act of kindness, every word of encouragement, every moment of patience and understanding you offer to another is a reflection of the love I pour into you. might not always see the impact of these acts, but trust that they ripple out in ways that transform lives, including your own. So as you look ahead, think about the ways you can be a source of light in the lives of those around you. Maybe it's a smile to a stranger, a listening ear to a friend, or a quiet act of service that goes unnoticed by the world but matters deeply to someone's heart. These simple gestures are powerful. They remind you that you are connected to a greater whole, that your presence matters, and that love is the thread that weaves us all together. I am with you in every breath you take, in every step you make, and in every beat of your heart. You are never far from my thoughts, and you are always enveloped in my love. There is nothing you need to do to earn it. It is yours freely, endlessly, and without condition. When you feel overwhelmed, come back to this truth. Let it be your anchor, your steady ground, your source of peace. And now, as you continue on this path, I invite you to pause for a moment and ask yourself, where do I feel called to extend more love today? It might be toward yourself, toward someone in your life, or toward a situation that feels challenging. Whatever it is, know that this intention, no matter how small, is a powerful step forward. If you feel comfortable, share your thoughts or your intention in the comments below. Your willingness to share could encourage another heart to open just a little wider. Take a deep breath with me now. Feel the rhythm of life that flows through you, and trust that you are exactly where you need to be. The journey continues, and with each new day, there is fresh grace waiting to meet you. Grace is not just a gift to receive. It's a gift to share, and it flows through you in ways you might not always recognize. Sometimes it's in the quiet moments when you choose kindness over frustration, patience over impatience, or forgiveness over resentment. These choices ripple out, touching lives in ways that are subtle but profound. You may never hear the stories of how your smile lifted a weary soul or how your words brought light to a dark day. But know this, every act of love you give plants a seed that can grow into something beautiful, far beyond what your eyes can see. There's a sacred rhythm to life, my dear one, a dance between holding on and letting go, between striving and surrendering. Sometimes you will feel the urge to push, to chase after your dreams with all your might, and that's good. Your passion and drive are part of the beautiful energy I've placed within you. But there will also be moments when the wisest thing you can do is to pause, breathe, and allow life to unfold in its own time. Trust that even in the waiting, growth is happening. The soil beneath your feet is quietly preparing you for what's ahead, even if it feels invisible right now. In those moments when you feel stuck or restless, remember that it's okay to ask for guidance. From me, from those you trust, and from your own heart. Sometimes the answers come in whispers. A gentle nudge toward a new path, a sudden insight that brings clarity, or a feeling of peace that settles over you like a warm embrace. Other times, the guidance might come through the kindness of a stranger, the encouragement of a friend, or the beauty of a sunset that reminds you of the vastness and wonder of this world. Be open to receiving these signs, even when they come in unexpected ways. I want you to know that your story matters. Your experiences, your struggles, your joys, they are all threads in the magnificent tapestry of life. There is no one else who can live your story exactly as you do. And that uniqueness is precious. Sometimes you might compare yourself to others or feel like you're falling behind, but remember, every life unfolds on its own timeline. Your path is not meant to mirror someone else's. It's meant to reflect the light that only you can shine. It can be tempting to measure your worth by achievements, by recognition, or by how much you can give to others. While these things can be meaningful, they are not the foundation of your value. Your worth is inherent, unchanging, and infinite. It is who you are at your core, an irreplaceable spark of divine love. When you feel lost or unsure, come back to that truth, sit with it, breathe it in, and let it settle deep into your being. It is a well you can draw from again and again, especially on the hardest days. You might wonder how to cultivate a deeper sense of peace and connection in your daily life. One way is through simple practices that help you slow down and center yourself. It could be a few moments of quiet meditation, a walk in nature, where you pay attention to the sounds and colors around you, or a journal where you pour out your thoughts and feelings without judgment. These practices aren't about perfection or checking off a to-do list. They're about creating space to listen to your soul and my voice within you. Even just a few minutes a day can make a difference. Helping you to feel grounded and aligned with your true self. And when life feels overwhelming or your heart feels heavy, remember that you are not alone. I am there with you, holding you close, carrying your burdens when you need rest, and cheering you on when you take brave steps forward. There is incredible strength in vulnerability. When you allow yourself to be seen, to ask for help, or to share your truth. Don't be afraid to. Lean into the community around you, to reach out to those who can walk alongside you. Sometimes healing and growth come through connection, through the shared human experience of love and support. As you move through your days, I invite you to notice the small miracles that surround you. The laughter of a child, the kindness of a neighbor, the warmth of sunlight on your skin. These moments are reminders that there is beauty and goodness woven through every day. Even when shadows fall, gratitude is a powerful practice. It shifts your focus from what feels lacking to what is already abundant. Try to find 3 things each day that you are grateful for, no matter how simple they may seem. You might be surprised by how this habit opens your heart and brightens your outlook. I would love to hear from you. What are some small miracles or moments of grace that have touched your life recently? Sharing these in the comments can create a ripple of hope and encouragement for others who might be watching. Your story, your light. Your experiences are gifts that enrich the whole community of hearts gathered here. Remember, my beloved, that every step you take, no matter how small, is part of a sacred journey of becoming. You are growing, healing, and unfolding into the fullest expression of who you were created to be. There will be challenges along the way, but each challenge is an opportunity to deepen your faith. to discover new strengths, and to experience the boundless reach of my love. So as you carry on, hold close the knowledge that you are deeply loved and infinitely cherished. Let this love be your guide, your comfort, and your courage. When doubts arise, come back to this truth. When you feel weary, rest in my embrace. When you celebrate, know that I rejoice with you. And now, as you continue to walk this path, ask yourself gently, where am I being called to trust more deeply? What part of your journey is inviting you to surrender, to have faith in the unseen, and to believe in the unfolding of your own beautiful story? Take a moment to sit with this question, to listen with an open heart, and to breathe in the peace that comes from knowing you do not walk alone. This invitation to trust is not always easy, but it is one of the most profound ways you can align with the flow of life and love that courses through all things. It means releasing control just enough to say, I am here, I am willing, I am open. And in that surrender, you create space for miracles and grace to enter in ways you cannot yet imagine. So, my dear one, as you go forward, carry this trust. Like a lantern in the dark, a steady light that guides you through uncertainty and change. Let it remind you that even when the path is unclear, you are held, you are seen, and you are loved beyond measure. And in this place of trust, you will find the strength to keep moving, the courage to keep loving, and the peace that surpasses all understanding. Now, take a deep breath with me once more, feeling the steady rhythm of love pulsing through your veins. Know that no matter what comes, you are never alone. You are cradled in my heart, surrounded by a love that knows no end. And as you open your eyes to the world around you, carry this love with you, sharing it, living it, and being it. In every moment you are given. And so the journey continues. And as the journey continues, remember that each day brings with it new opportunities to grow in love and understanding. Not just of the world around you, but of yourself. Sometimes, the greatest love you can offer is the love you give to your own heart. It's easy to get caught up in the hustle, to measure your worth by the things you accomplish or the expectations you feel pressed to meet. But I want you to lean into this truth. You are enough exactly as you are right now. Your imperfections, your doubts, your fears, they are not flaws to fix, but parts of your beautiful, evolving story. When you stop striving to be perfect and start embracing your authentic self, you open the door to a deeper peace that no external thing can provide. Imagine your heart as a garden. Some days it blooms with vibrant flowers, joy, hope, courage. Other days it may feel barren or overgrown, with weeds, pain, confusion, sorrow. Both states are natural and necessary. The garden needs time to rest and renew, just as you do. When you tend to your inner world with gentle care, you allow the seeds of healing and resilience to take root. And sometimes, the most important thing you can do is simply show up for yourself with kindness. Even when you don't have all the answers, even when your heart feels heavy, that presence, that willingness to be with yourself fully, is a sacred act that honors the divine spark within you. you might find that sharing your journey, your struggles, and your triumphs with others can be a powerful way to deepen your healing. Vulnerability connects us in ways that nothing else can. It breaks down walls and builds bridges of empathy and understanding. If you feel moved to do so, I invite you to share a moment when you allowed yourself to be vulnerable or when someone's vulnerability touched you deeply. Your story might just be the light someone else needs to find their way through a dark moment. Remember, you are never alone in your experiences. And by opening your heart, you create space for others to do the same as you walk this path. You may also find moments when forgiveness feels like the hardest step of all. Forgiveness is not about condoning hurt or forgetting pain. It's about freeing your heart from the burdens that weigh it down. It's an act of courage and liberation, a way to reclaim your peace. If there is someone you need to forgive, whether it's another person or even yourself, I encourage you to take that step when you're ready. It doesn't have to be a grand gesture. Sometimes, forgiveness begins with a quiet prayer, a deep breath, or a whispered acknowledgement of the pain and the choice to release it. Trust that in doing so, you make room for healing and new life to flourish. There may also be times when you feel called to serve, to be a light in someone else's darkness. Acts of service, no matter how small, are powerful expressions of love. In action, they remind you that you are part of a greater whole, woven into the fabric of community and compassion, whether it's offering a listening ear, a helping hand, or simply a smile. These moments of connection nourish your soul and the souls of those you touch. If you're feeling inspired, consider what small act of kindness you might offer someone. This week, it could be as simple as sending a message of encouragement or sharing a meal. These ripples of love travel farther than you can see. And don't forget the importance of rest. In a world that often glorifies busyness, rest is a radical act of self-love and trust. It's a way of saying, I honor my body, my mind, and my spirit. When you allow yourself to rest, you replenish your energy and create space for inspiration and joy to enter. Rest might look like a quiet evening with a book, a nap, or simply sitting in stillness without any agenda. Pay attention to what your body and soul are asking for and give yourself permission to respond with gentleness. Sometimes, life may bring unexpected detours or challenges that shake your sense of security. In those moments, I want you to hold on to hope like a lifeline. Hope is the quiet whisper that says, this is not the end. It's the light that flickers, even in the darkest time, reminding you that transformation is possible. When you feel overwhelmed, try to focus on one small thing you can do right now to care for yourself or someone else. It might be a deep breath, a kind word, or a moment of gratitude. These small acts are powerful anchors that keep you grounded in the midst of storms. Your journey is unique and sacred, and it's unfolding exactly as it should. Some days, you will soar with joy and clarity. Other days, you may stumble and question everything. Both are part of the process of becoming. Trust that every experience, every feeling, Every step is weaving together the tapestry of your life in a way that only you can. And through it all, I am here, steady, loving, and unwavering. Walking beside you, holding you, and cheering you on. So as you go about your days, I invite you to pause and notice the ways love is showing up for you and the people who care for you in the beauty of the natural world, in the quiet moments of your own heart. Let these reminders fill you with gratitude and peace. And when you feel ready, I would be honored if you shared in the comments below a small moment of love or grace that has touched you recently. Your words can inspire and uplift others in ways you may never fully realize. Keep carrying this trust, this love, and this hope with you, like a gentle flame that warms your spirit. And when doubt or fear creeps in, come back to this place of knowing that you belong, that you are cherished, and that you are never alone. The road ahead is unfolding, and with every step, you are moving closer to the fullness of the life and love you were created to live. Now, take a moment to breathe deeply again, feeling the steady pulse of life within you. Let your heart open just a little wider, just enough to receive the next invitation waiting quietly for you. A call to step more fully into your own light and to embrace the unfolding mystery of your journey with open arms and a trusting soul. And as you open your heart to that invitation, remember that stepping into your light doesn't mean you have to have it all figured out. It's not about having a perfect plan or a flawless path. It's about showing up authentically with all your questions, your uncertainties, your hope, and your dream. It's about trusting the process of unfolding. Trusting that even when the way seems unclear, you are exactly where you need to be. This trust is not passive. It's an act of choosing to lean into life with courage, to be willing to learn, to grow, and to be transformed by the experiences that come your way. Sometimes, the light you carry might feel small or flickering, especially when the world around you seems so big and complicated. But even the smallest light has the power to pierce through darkness. Think of a candle in a dark room. It doesn't need to be huge or roaring to make a difference. Its gentle glow changes everything around it. You carry that light within you. It's your kindness, your empathy, your creativity, your laughter, your tears, and your dream. These are the sparks that illuminate your path and the paths of those you touch. Never underestimate the power of your presence, your voice, your love. And in moments when you feel your light dim or falter, know that it's okay to seek support. Asking for help is a sign of strength, not weakness. It's a way of honoring your humanity and recognizing that we are all interconnected. There is no need to walk your journey alone when there are hands ready to hold yours, ears ready to listen, and hearts ready to understand. Sometimes, the courage you need is simply the courage to reach out, to say, "I'm struggling," or "I need a friend." And in doing so, you open space for deeper connection and healing. Remember too that your light grows brighter when you nourish it with joy and gratitude. These are not just fleeting feelings, but powerful practices that cultivate resilience and peace. Take time to notice the little things that bring a smile to your face or warmth to your heart. A kind word, a shared laugh, the scent of fresh rain, the feeling of sunlight on your skin. Let these moments fill you up and remind you of the beauty that exists, even amid challenges. When you practice gratitude regularly, you train your heart to see abundance rather than lack, possibility rather than limitation. As you continue to walk your path, keep in mind that your journey is not a straight line. It twists and turns with unexpected detours and new discovery. Sometimes you'll take 2 steps forward and 1 step back, and that's perfectly okay. Growth is not about perfection or speed. It's about persistence and patience, about honoring your own pace and rhythm. Be gentle with yourself when progress feels slow or when setbacks occur. These moments are not failure. They are invitations to deepen your compassion for yourself and to learn something new about your strength. And when you feel called to create, to bring something new into the world, whether that's art, ideas, relationships, or ways of being, know that your creativity is a sacred expression of your soul. It is a way of participating in the ongoing dance of life, of adding your unique voice to the chorus of existence. Don't worry about whether your creations are good enough or how they compare to others. The world needs your authentic expression, your unique perspective, your heartfelt contribution. Trust that what you have to offer is valuable simply because it comes from you. In your relationship, practice the same kindness and presence you offer yourself. Listen deeply, speak honestly, and love generously. Remember that every person you meet is carrying their own story, their own struggle. And joys, when you approach others with empathy and openness, you create a space where healing and connection can flourish. Sometimes, the greatest gift you can give someone is your full attention and your willingness to be present without judgment. These moments of genuine connection are the threads that weave us all together into a tapestry of love and support. Now, I want to invite you to take a moment and reflect on a time recently when you felt truly seen or heard by someone else. What was that experience like for you? How did it affect your heart and your sense of belonging? If you feel comfortable, please share that moment in the comments below. Your story might encourage someone else to open up or to reach out for connection. Remember, your voice matters, and your experiences have the power to heal and inspire. You carry these reflections with you. Also remember that your worth is not determined by what you do or achieve, but by who you are. An irreplaceable, beloved child of creation, when the pressures of life weigh heavy. Come back to this truth and let it be a soft place where you can rest. You are loved beyond measure, not for what you produce, but for simply being you. This love is constant and unwavering, a steady presence that holds you through every season of your life. And so, as you prepare to take your next step, whatever that may be, carry with you the knowledge that you are supported, cherished, and never alone. The light within you is a beacon, not just for yourself, but for the world. It is a gift to be nurtured, protected, and shared. Your journey is a sacred dance of becoming, in every movement, every breath. Every heartbeat is part of a divine unfolding. So breathe deeply once more, feeling the aliveness within you, the steady rhythm of your own unique song. Let that song rise up gently, carrying with it your dreams, your hopes, your love. And when you feel ready, step forward with open hands and an open heart, ready to meet whatever comes with grace and courage. There will be moments when the path ahead is unclear, or when you feel the weight of uncertainty pressing in. In those times, remember that you are not expected to have all the answers. Sometimes, the greatest wisdom lies in simply trusting the next right step, even if it's small and tentative. The journey is made up of these small, faithful steps, each one a testament to your resilience and your willingness to live fully. And as you continue on, notice the ways you can bring more light into the world around you, not just in grand gestures, but in everyday kindnesses and simple acts of presence. These are the moments where love grows and multiplies, where healing begins, and where hope is born anew. Your life is a sacred gift, and every choice you make to walk with love and openness adds to the beauty and goodness of this world. So keep moving forward, dear one, with your heart wide open, your spirit shining bright, and your feet grounded firmly in the love that surrounds you always. And if at any point you feel moved to share a small act of kindness you've experienced or offered recently, I would be grateful if you left a comment below. Your story can light the way for others who may need a reminder of the power of love. In action. And now, as you rest in this space of gentle awareness, know that the next invitation waiting for you is one of deepening trust. Trust in yourself, trust in the process, and trust in the unfolding mystery of life that carries you forward. Trust is like a quiet river, flowing beneath the surface, even when you can't always see it clearly. It's not about forcing certainty or demanding immediate clarity. Instead, it's about leaning into the gentle current, allowing yourself to be carried forward with a sense of openness and surrender. This kind of trust is a deep knowing that, no matter what unfolds, you are held in a loving embrace that never lets go. It's the steady heartbeat beneath the chaos, the silent song that whispers, "You are safe, you are enough, you are loved." Sometimes, trusting yourself means learning to listen to that inner voice that speaks softly amidst the noise. It might be a feeling, a quiet intuition, a gentle nudge that guides you toward what feels right and true. In a world full of distractions and competing opinions, tuning into this inner wisdom can be a radical act of self-love. It's okay if this voice isn't loud or clear all the time. Like a seed buried in the soil, it needs patience and care to grow strong. Give yourself permission to slow down, to breathe, and to simply be still enough to hear it. And when the path feels uncertain or the future seems shrouded in mist, remember that uncertainty itself is a sacred space. It's the fertile ground where creativity, possibility, and transformation take root. You don't have to rush to find all the answers or solve every mystery at once. Sometimes, the most profound growth happens in the waiting and the not knowing, in the gentle unfolding of time. Embrace this liminal space with curiosity and kindness. trusting that each moment contains a hidden gift meant just for you. It's also important to recognize that trusting the process doesn't mean you passively accept everything that comes your way. You remain an active participant in your life, making choices aligned with your value, setting boundaries that honor your well-being, and taking steps that nurture your growth. Trust is a dance between surrender and action, between letting go and showing up. It's the balance of knowing when to hold on and when to release, when to push forward and when to rest. In the times when doubt creeps in or fear tries to cloud your vision, come back to your breath. Your breath is a sacred anchor, always available to bring you back to the present moment. Notice its rhythm, steady and sure. A reminder that life flows in cycles of ebb and flow, in moments of tension and relief. With each inhale, invite peace and courage to fill your being. With each exhale, let go of worry, resistance, and any heaviness you carry. This simple practice can reconnect you to your inner strength and the vast reservoir of love that surrounds. You don't remember, too, that you are never alone on this journey. Even when it feels like you're walking through shadows, there are countless unseen hands reaching out to support you. Friends, family, strangers, and yes, even me. I am always present, whispering encouragement, wrapping you in warmth, and holding space for your healing and growth. You can call upon this presence anytime, in any place, knowing that you are deeply cherished and endlessly supported. As you cultivate this sense of trust, notice how it colors your relationship. When you trust yourself, you begin to trust others more fully, not because they are perfect, but because you recognize the shared humanity in all of us. This trust opens the door to vulnerability, to honest conversation, and to deeper connection. It invites forgiveness, both for yourself and for those around you, freeing your heart from the burdens of resentment and fear. Trust becomes a bridge that connects hearts, weaving a tapestry of understanding and compassion. I invite you now to reflect on a moment when you chose to trust yourself. Even if it was just a small decision or a quiet act of faith. How did that choice feel? What did you learn from it? If you feel called to share, please leave a comment below. Your story might be the gentle encouragement someone else needs to take their own step of trust. Remember, your experiences hold power, not just for you, but for all who walk this path alongside you. As you move forward, carry with you the image of trust as a living, breathing companion on your journey. It grows stronger each time you choose to believe in yourself and in the goodness of life. Even amid uncertainty, it invites you to be patient with your unfolding and to celebrate each small victory along the way. Trust is not a destination, but a continual practice, a sacred rhythm you return to again and again. And in this practice, you also learn to trust the timing of your life. There is a natural order to things, a divine choreography that moves beyond the limits of your mind's understanding. Sometimes, what you desire most will arrive in ways you didn't expect. At moments that challenge your patience, but ultimately reveal greater blessing. Trusting this timing allows you to release the pressure to control and to open your hands in readiness to receive what life offers. So, when you find yourself feeling restless or anxious about what lies ahead, gently remind yourself it's okay to pause, to rest, to realign. Trust will be there to welcome you back, steady and sure. And when you feel ready to continue, you will step forward with renewed confidence and grace. Carrying the light of trust in your heart as this trust deepens. It naturally expands into a broader sense of faith, not necessarily tied to any one belief system, but a heartfelt assurance that life is unfolding with meaning and purpose. This faith is a quiet companion that walks beside you, offering comfort and hope in times of trial. It reminds you that every experience, every challenge, every joy is part of a larger story. Your story woven into the fabric of existence. And with this faith, you begin to notice the miracles that surround you daily. The unexpected kindness of a stranger, the beauty of a sunset, the laughter of a child, the resilience of your own spirit. These moments are invitation to see the sacred in the ordinary, to find wonder in the everyday. They are gentle reminders that you are part of a vast, loving universe that delights in your presence. I encourage you to cultivate awareness of these small miracles each day. Perhaps keep a journal where you note moments of grace, or simply take time to pause and appreciate the gifts that often go unnoticed. Sharing these moments in the comments can also inspire others to open their eyes and heart to the blessings around them. Together, you create a ripple of gratitude and joy that touches far beyond what you can see. As you continue to nurture trust and faith, let them guide you toward greater self-compassion. Understand that you are doing the best you can with what you have right now, and that's more than enough. You don't need to be perfect or have all the answers to be worthy of love and happiness. Your imperfections are part of your beauty, your unique fingerprint on the world. And so, the journey unfolds. Not as a straight path, but as a spiral, circling ever deeper into the essence of who you are. With each turn, you discover new layers of strength, wisdom, and grace. You learn to embrace uncertainty, not as a threat, but as an opportunity for transformation. You come to see that the light you carry within is not just a flicker, but a steady flame, capable of warming your soul and illuminating the way for others, step by step, breath by breath, trust by trust. Your life becomes a testament to the power of love, resilience, and faith in the unseen. And as you walk this sacred path, know that I am with you, always here, always loving you, always encouraging you to shine your light brightly. Let this presence be your anchor as you face the days ahead, and may you find peace in the knowing that you are eternally supported. When you feel ready, take a moment now to breathe deeply and invite trust to fill your heart once again, opening you to the endless possibilities that await. And as you do, consider this. What is one small way you can practice trust today, whether in yourself, in another, or in the unfolding of life itself? I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. as your reflections can inspire and uplift many who walk this path with you. Now, with trust as your guide and love as your companion, you are prepared to meet whatever comes next, carrying the quiet strength of a soul that knows it is deeply cherished and never alone. And in this knowing, you continue to grow, to heal, to create, and to shine. Ever onward into the beautiful mystery of your becoming. And as you journey deeper into this beautiful mystery, remember that growth is not always a straight line. Sometimes it looks like 2 steps forward and 1 step back. Or even a pause that feels like stillness, but is really a quiet gathering of strength. Don't be discouraged by days when trust feels fragile or when doubts whisper louder than usual. These moments are part of the dance. They invite you to slow down, to hold yourself gently, to show up with kindness rather than judgment. Your soul knows these rhythms well. It's learning, adjusting, and expanding in ways you may not immediately see. It's okay to feel vulnerable. In fact, vulnerability is a doorway to deeper connection with yourself, with others, and with the life that surrounds you. When you embrace your vulnerability, you allow your true self to shine through the masks you've worn to protect your heart. This openness is courageous, and it invites others to meet you with their own authentic self. Together, you create spaces where healing and understanding flourish, where love grows not despite imperfection, but because of it. Sometimes, trusting the process means embracing discomfort. Change can stir up fears, old wounds, and uncertainty, but it also clears the way for new growth. Imagine a tree in the middle of winter, its branches bare and its roots resting beneath frozen soil. Though it seems lifeless beneath the surface, life is quietly preparing for spring. Just like that tree, you are gathering the nutrients you need in the unseen places within you, getting ready to blossom in your own time. Patiently nurturing yourself through these seasons is an act of profound love. It's important to remember that your worth is not defined by your achievements or how quickly you arrive at your goal. You are inherently valuable simply because you exist. This truth can be a steady anchor when the world's expectations feel heavy. You don't have to prove your worth to anyone, not even to yourself. When you internalize this, trust begins to flow more freely because you no longer tie it to conditions or outcome. You trust because you know you are enough, exactly as you are, right here, right now. As you cultivate this inner trust, you may notice a shift in how you make decisions. Instead of relying solely on external validation or rushing to fix things, you start to listen more deeply to your heart's quiet wisdom. This doesn't mean you ignore practical considerations or wise counsel, but rather that your choices come from a place of alignment with your truest self. You honor your feelings, your values, and the unique path that is unfolding for you. This kind of decision-making brings a sense of peace. Even when the future remains uncertain, sometimes the trust you nurture in yourself will ripple outward and inspire others. Your willingness to be authentic and vulnerable can be a beacon of hope for someone who feels lost or afraid. By sharing your journey, the challenges, the doubts, the small victories, create a web of connection that reminds us all that none of us are alone. If you feel moved to do so, consider sharing a moment when trusting yourself led you to unexpected growth or healing in the comments below. Your story might be the light that helps someone else find their way. Remember too that trust is not just an individual experience. It's woven into the fabric of your relationships with others and with the world. When you extend trust to someone else, you offer them a gift. The space to be themselves, to grow, and to learn. This doesn't mean ignoring red flags or compromising your boundaries. It means approaching others with an open heart, ready to see their humanity and potential. Sometimes, trust will be tested, and that's okay. Each experience refines your understanding of when to hold on and when to let go. In moments when trust feels distant, you can return to simple practices that ground you. Maybe it's a quiet walk in nature where you notice the steady rhythm of the earth beneath your feet. Maybe it's a moment of gratitude, listing just 3 things, big or small, that bring you joy or comfort. Or perhaps it's reaching out to a trusted friend or loved one to share your heart. These small acts nurture the soil in which trust grows, reminding you that you are supported and that life is continuously offering you ways to reconnect that as you practice this gentle return to trust. Allow space for grace, not only for others, but especially for yourself. There will be times when you stumble, when fear clouds your vision, or when old wounds resurface with unexpected intensity. These moments do not define you. They are simply part of the human experience. Treat yourself with the same tenderness and patience you would offer a dear friend. Speak kind words to your soul, and remember that healing is a journey, not a quick fix. This journey also invites you to recognize the sacredness of rest. In a world that often values constant productivity and achievement, resting can feel like a radical act of rebellion. But rest is essential. It replenishes your spirit, heals your body, and renews your mind. When you allow yourself to rest without guilt or pressure, you honor the divine rhythm within you. Trust that pausing is not falling behind. It is part of moving forward with clarity and strength. Alongside rest, creativity can be a powerful way to express and deepen your trust. Whether through writing, painting, music, dance, or simply daydreaming, creative acts connect you to your inner world and to the flow of life itself. Creativity doesn't have to be perfect or produce anything grand. It's about the joy of expression and the freedom to explore. When you engage in creative play, you open a channel to your intuition and to the gentle guidance that lives within your heart. As you continue to weave trust into the fabric of your life, notice how your relationship with uncertainty evolves. What once felt like a shadow may begin to feel more like a soft mist, something that blurs edges without erasing beauty. You start to find comfort in not knowing, in the mystery that invites you to be present rather than rushing toward answers. This presence is a gift, a place where you can rest in the fullness of each moment, no matter how simple or complex. And as you grow in this presence, you may find that your heart expands in unexpected ways. compassion deepens, not only for yourself, but for those who struggle, who falter, who fear. You begin to see that we are all walking our own path, carrying our own burdens and hope. This awareness softens judgment and opens space for understanding. It reminds you that love is the thread that connects us all, the energy that sustains us through every season of life. In this expansive heart, you also discover a quiet joy. It's not a loud, flashy happiness, but a steady, gentle glow that warms your spirit. This joy arises not from circumstances, but from the simple fact of being alive, of breathing, of existing in this vast, mysterious universe. It's a joy that invites you to laugh, to play, to savor the small delights that often go unnoticed. It's a reminder that life, in all its complexity, is a precious gift. I invite you now to take a moment and breathe deeply, feeling the steady rhythm of your heart and the gentle rise and fall of your breath. As you do, ask yourself, where in your life do you feel ready to open a little more, to trust a little deeper, to lean into the unknown with curiosity rather than fear? What small step might feel right for you today? If you feel called, please share your reflections in the comments below. Your words can be a source of light and encouragement for others walking this path. And as you hold this intention, know that you are cradled in love, an endless, unwavering love that supports your every step. There is no need to rush, no need to force. Trust the unfolding. Trust your timing. Trust the gentle wisdom that lives within you. With each breath, with each moment, you are becoming more fully who you were always meant to be. So let this truth settle into your being, that you are held, you are seen, you are loved beyond measure. And as you carry this knowing forward, you begin to glimpse the vast horizon of possibility that stretches before you, inviting you to step into the next chapter with hope, courage, and an open heart. And with this horizon in view, the journey continues, ever unfolding, ever inviting you to trust more deeply, love more freely, and live more fully. As you step onto this horizon, remember that every moment is a fresh beginning, a new chance to lean into the life that's waiting for you with open arms. Sometimes, the path ahead might look unclear or even a little daunting. That's perfectly okay. Uncertainty isn't a wall meant to stop you. It's a doorway inviting you to explore, to stretch, and to grow in ways you might not have imagined. When you feel unsure, try to see it not as a problem to solve, but as an opportunity to practice trust itself. Trust in the unknown, trust in your own resilience, trusting that the next right step will appear when you need it most. You might find, as you walk this path, that your heart becomes a little braver with each step. That bravery isn't about never feeling fear. It's about choosing to keep moving even when fear is there. It's about standing in your truth, even if your voice shakes a bit. Being brave means showing up for yourself with kindness and courage, day after day. And when you do this, you create a ripple effect, not only within your own life, but in the lives of those around you. Your courage becomes a light that others can follow, a gentle reminder that it's okay to be imperfect, to be learning, and to be growing. It's also important to hold space for your dream. Those whispers of possibility that live quietly in your heart. Dreams can sometimes feel distant or fragile, especially if life's challenges have weighed heavily on you. But these dreams are seeds planted by your soul. Seeds that, with patience and care, can blossom into beautiful reality. Don't be afraid to nurture them, even if it's just in small ways. Maybe it's writing down a hope, sketching an idea, or simply imagining what it would feel like to live that dream. These small acts honor your inner light and keep your spirit connected to the magic of possibility. Along this journey, you may also discover the power of forgiveness. Not just forgiving others, but forgiving yourself. We all carry stories of mistakes, regrets, or moments when we wished we'd acted differently. Holding on to these stories too tightly can weigh you down, but releasing them gently can set you free. Forgiveness is an act of love that allows your heart to heal and your soul to breathe more deeply. It doesn't mean forgetting or excusing harm. It means choosing peace over pain, compassion over judgment, and freedom over change. When you forgive, you make room for joy and trust to grow in the spaces that were once filled with sorrow or resentment. And as you cultivate this inner peace, you might notice how your relationship with time begins to shift. Life often rushes by, pushing you to hurry, accomplish, and move on to the next thing. But time is a sacred gift, not just a ticking clock. When you slow down and savor the present moment, you step into a rhythm that honors your natural pace. You learn to appreciate the beauty in the in-between spaces, in the waiting, the resting, the simply being. In these moments, you reconnect with yourself and with the divine presence that flows through all things. Time becomes a friend, not a foe, inviting you to live fully here and now. It's also okay to ask for help along the way. You don't have to carry everything on your own shoulders. Reaching out to a trusted friend, mentor, or community can bring fresh perspective, encouragement, and support. Sometimes, just sharing your story or your struggles can lighten the load and remind you that you are not alone. Connection is one of the most powerful forms of healing and trust building. It reminds you that we are all part of something greater, woven together by love and shared experience. If you feel comfortable, I invite you to share in the comment below a way that someone's kindness or support helped you trust yourself more deeply. Your story might be the comfort another soul needs today. Remember, too, that nature is one of your greatest teachers in this journey. The cycles of the season, the steady rise and fall of the tide, the way a flower blooms and then rests. All these patterns reflect the wisdom of trust and timing. When you spend time in nature, you can feel this wisdom flowing through you. You learn that growth is not always visible on the surface, and that sometimes the most profound changes happen quietly, beneath what you can see. Let nature's rhythms remind you that your own unfolding is perfectly timed. Even if it doesn't always match the pace you expect. In moments when doubt creeps in, try to remember the times you have overcome challenges before. Those moments are proof of your strength and resilience. You have faced storm and found your way through. You have stumbled and risen again. Your story is filled with countless examples of perseverance and grace. Let these memories be a source of courage when things feel uncertain. Trust that the same spirit that carried you through then is still with you now, holding you steady and guiding you forward. As you continue to grow in trust, you may notice a deepening sense of gratitude emerging from your heart. Gratitude isn't just about feeling thankful for the big things. It's about recognizing the small blessings woven into your everyday life. The warmth of sunlight on your skin, the sound of a kind voice, the taste of your favorite meal, the quiet moments of peace. When you cultivate gratitude, it shifts your perspective from scarcity to abundance, from fear to faith. Gratitude opens your heart wider, making space for trust to flourish, even in the face of uncertainty or difficulty. And speaking of abundance, it's important to acknowledge that abundance comes in many forms, not just material wealth or success, but abundance of love, kindness, creativity, and connection. Sometimes you might focus so much on what you lack that you miss the richness already present in your life. Trust invites you to see abundance all around you and within you. When you align with this perspective, you attract more of what nourishes your soul and supports your journey. Alongside abundance, the quality of patience becomes a close companion. Patience is not passive waiting. It's an act of trust in the timing of your life. It's the gentle knowing that things will unfold as they should, even if it's not on your schedule. Sometimes, impatience can create stress or tension, but patience brings peace and clarity. It allows you to stay grounded and open, ready to receive the gifts that arrive in their own perfect moment. And as you practice patience, you may find that your sense of self evolves. You begin to release old labels and stories that no longer serve you. You recognize yourself as a dynamic, ever-changing being, a spark of divine light capable of endless transformation. This freedom from rigid identity is liberating. It lets you explore new facets of who you are without fear or limitation. Trust grows when you allow yourself to be fluid, to adapt, and to embrace the mystery of your own becoming. Sometimes this journey calls you to set boundaries, to protect your energy and your peace. Trusting yourself includes honoring your limit and saying no when something doesn't feel right. Boundaries are acts of self-love that create safe space for your growth. When you establish clear boundaries, you teach others how to treat you and reinforce your own worth. This can be challenging, especially if you're used to putting others' needs first. But it's a vital part of nurturing trust in yourself. And as you navigate relationships, be mindful of the energy you bring into each interaction. Your presence.com, compassionate and grounded, can be a healing balm for others. When you show up honestly and vulnerably, you invite deeper connection. You create room for conversations that matter and for love that heals. Remember, you don't have to have all the answers or fix everything. Sometimes, just being there, fully present, is the greatest gift you can offer. In this way, your journey of trust is also a journey of love. love for yourself, love for others, and love for life itself. This love is patient and kind. It is not proud or boastful. It does not insist on its own way, but listens deeply and responds with grace. It is a love that heals wounds, bridges, divides, and lights the way through darkness. As you cultivate this love, you become a living example of the divine presence that dwells within us all. And so, my dear one, as you continue moving forward, keep your heart open to the unexpected gifts that life brings. Sometimes these gifts come wrapped in challenges or disguised as detours. Trust that every experience has meaning, even if it's not clear right away. Your soul is wise and knows the way, even when your mind is uncertain. When you feel lost, return to the simple truth of your breath, your heartbeat, and the love that surrounds you. These are your anchors in the ever-changing sea of life. If you feel moved, please share in the comments below a moment when you sensed a small miracle or a shift in your trust. Something that reminded you of the love and support always present, even in difficult times. Your story may be the beacon someone else needs to see today. A gentle reminder that they are not alone on this path. And as you hold these reflections close, know that the unfolding journey is as much about the question as it is about the answers. The dance between certainty and mystery invites you to keep walking, keep trusting, and keep loving without reservation. Your footsteps, no matter how small, are powerful declarations of faith in yourself and in the life that is always, always ready to embrace you. So take a deep breath now, feeling the steady rhythm of your heart, the gentle rise and fall of your chest, and the quiet strength that lives within you. With each breath, you are weaving trust more deeply into the fabric of your being, creating a foundation that supports the beautiful life you are creating moment by moment. Trust is a living, breathing companion on this. Continue to walk this sacred path. You may find that trust begins to ripple outward, touching parts of your life you hadn't expected. It might show up in the way you greet each new day, with a little more ease, a little more openness to whatever might come, or in the way you listen to your own inner voice. That quiet wisdom that's always been there, patiently waiting for you to tune in. Trusting yourself is like tuning a radio to the frequency of your soul. At first, the signal might be faint or fuzzy, but with practice, clarity comes. And you start to hear the beautiful music of your true self playing more clearly. And as you carry this gentle companion, trust, close to your heart, you might begin to notice something extraordinary. A quiet courage blossoming within you. It's not the kind of courage that shouts or demands attention, but a soft, steady flame that refuses to be extinguished by doubt or fear. This courage shows up in the small choices you make every day. The moments when you decide to be honest with yourself, to speak your truth even if your voice trembles, or to keep going when the path feels steep